Man, I think it came out real nice. Yes, sir. I think it came out real nice. What's good, grind schoolers? It's your boy Rob, and we back in the shop today. So today, what we got going down is we are going to attack the bed liner for the truck. The reason why I want to do the bed liner for the truck is because, you know what I'm saying, for one, it looks a lot better. For two, I've been doing a lot of work around the house and stuff like that, and you know, just throwing a bunch of stuff like concrete and gravel and all kind of stuff in the back of the bed. And you know, when I'm moving stuff, I'm throwing stuff away, doing all kind of stuff. It's starting to really mess up the bed. It's scratching it up real bad. And so I did have the option to get the bed liner installed at the dealership, but they were going to charge like $500 or something like that. And I really, at the time, didn't want to spend any extra money to do that, especially because I knew I could do it for about $100 or whatever. I mean, it's going to take me a lot more work, a lot more effort than just taking it there and, you know what I'm saying, just having them do it. But it is what it is, man. So I think the bed liner kit that I got is like 130 bucks. So I am saving a little bit of money, and you know, I am having to do like work on the truck, but it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to bring y'all content if I didn't have nothing to do, if all my cars were in the shop. So anyways, man, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the Raptor bed liner. I'll show y'all what I got. And yeah, man, it is what it is. We're gonna tackle it. Hopefully it come out great. And yeah, and I'll show you guys the reason why I elected to start doing it. For one, it's about to start getting cold. For two, it's something that needs to be taken care of, especially if I continue to keep using the truck to, you know, do whatever it is I gotta do. And obviously, you know what I'm saying, that's what we're gonna do, throwing motors and all kind of stuff in the back. And I also think that, you know, I'll let y'all know in a second. I'll show you guys in a second what else I picked up. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video, man. Stay tuned because I am revealing something special. I did say that a project was coming to the channel, and I'm not 100% yet. But I will give you guys a little bit of a hint, and it might not be what y'all expect. So anyways, man, go ahead and stay tuned, watch the video. I'd greatly appreciate it if you could hit that subscribe button for me. That would be even more love, but let's go ahead and jump into the video. All right, y'all, so first things first, we have this Raptor bed liner kit. And so, I got this from Dash. He gave this to me for the roll-on bed liner. As you can see, the bed in the Elko needs some attention. Now, I had already bed lined this thing twice. I did it the roll-on way the first time, and I did it the spray-on way the second time. If I had known about the spray-on situation, like different tips, paint tips in the gun, this would have been a lot more smooth. It wasn't that smooth because the air compressor that I was using was it was old and whatever. And also too, the tip that I was using on the spray gun, I didn't know anything about it back then. It wasn't large enough, so I was getting very little bit of spray on bed liner out of the gun at a time, so it took forever to do it. That will not be the case today, because this obviously comes like it needs to come. I just had one of these gallon kits last time I did this bed liner, and it turned out great. And I actually fixed all of this bed was really dented and pitted and all that kind of stuff, and I fixed all the little nuances in the bed, so it looks really good. Like, you don't see any damage in the bed. However, I do have these areas that had popped up and appeared over the years because of, you know, it flaking and stuff. So we got to attend to that. I probably will use that instead, but that's not what we're here to talk about. We're not talking about the Elko today. We are talking about the Raptor bed liner. This kit should do the job. I should have enough to finish the truck and hopefully finish at least the bottom of this. I'm not 100% sure if I want to go the roll-on route because I don't know if it'll look right or not, but hopefully I have enough to finish that and this, and we will talk about something like I explained a couple of minutes ago. I'll give you guys a hint. I said that a project might be coming to the channel. It's not 100% for certain just yet, but it kind of is a for sure deal. But anyways, yeah, so we'll take this out, and we'll see what we got going down here. I think they give you 3 bottles. Oh, they give you 4 bottles. They give you 4 bottles, and I think, oh no, I thought this thing came with a gun. I guess it doesn't. Oh man, oh, I thought this kit came with a gun. I guess it doesn't. So we're gonna have to, I guess, use a gun. I have one up here that might do the job. I've been trying to use it, so that one might work because it's a siphon feed, and I think this is a siphon feed type of situation here. So we'll figure it out, man. But anyways, right now, it is what it is. We'll figure it out, but they give you 4 of these, and then I'm assuming this is like hardener or something like that. Yeah, some hardener, a mixing cup, and then we'll go ahead and spray it on up. So I have to figure out the gun situation because obviously I'm not using none of my paint guns. But anyways, we will get to getting this done, and then yeah. But I will show you guys the reason why I'm electing to, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get the bed done. And the reason why is because I don't know if you guys can see. Well, yeah, you can see all of those scratches, and like it's just really scratching up the paint. We're probably gonna experience some weather, and I don't want this bed and this expensive truck to look like what the Elko looks like. You know what I'm saying? We already have some areas where it's down to bare metal, so it's only a matter of time before this starts to look like, yeah, you see a little bit of rust right here. It's only a matter of time before this whole thing starts to look like that. So first order of business is I got to get this thing out of here, and then I will start going ahead and hitting it with Scotch Brite and 180 just to scuff up the surface, making it nice and pretty, or nice and dull, I should say. And then after that, I'll probably pull this into the garage and just mask it off. I'll pull it in front ways and then mask off over the garage and everything back there. So, and I'm gonna leave these plastic pieces on here, so I'm not gonna touch those. But yeah, man, so let me go ahead and get started. I'm gonna go ahead and start sanding this thing down. I'll probably throw y'all in a time lapse, and we'll see how far we get. All right, y'all, I got stuff pretty much everywhere. Still got the bumpers here. You know, the Elko's pretty much almost all the way together, and this is just a sidebar, man, but I got a couple of fenders. Yo, comment down below if you think you know what these fenders are for. They're pretty distinctive, you know what I mean? And that will give y'all a hint at where I'm going. So I bought a couple of fenders yesterday for something that I should be acquiring, I should say. Now, like I said, it's probably like a 98% sure deal. And like I said, a project will be coming. It wasn't what I was expecting, and it, you know, is probably not what you guys are expecting either. However, you know, it is what it is. So comment down below if you think you know what those fenders are for, and, you know, we'll get it cracking. But that will be the next thing that comes to the channel. Obviously, you can see we still got a bunch of work to do, but I'm a grinder, baby. We're gonna get everything done. If you've seen how fast this El Camino came together, you can kind of imagine for everything else, how everything else will come together. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. I'll probably mention this in another couple of videos, just to give y'all kind of time to, you know, guess what might be coming to the channel, because I think y'all will like it. It's not your typical whatever, but yeah, just let me know what y'all think that is, man. Some of y'all probably get it off top because y'all know cars, but let's go ahead and get to this bed. y'all, so I went ahead and got to the tailgate first, just because it was the easiest, but you can see it's all dull up. We still gotta wipe it down because it's still like dusty or whatever, but you can tell it's different from right there, you know what I mean? So the tailgate is pretty much all the way scuffed up. I might go over like the top edge a little bit more before I start taping it off, but yeah, we pretty much got everything. And I'm gonna start on the inside here. I'm not gonna do this crevice, so I'm gonna mask all this up on the side, mask everything up down there so I don't get none down there. And then I'm gonna mask up my controls, like my plugs and stuff like that. I'm gonna mask up all of my cargo tie downs. Like I said, I'm gonna take this out and yeah, mask up all my plastic because I'm not taking this off. I really don't feel the need to take it off, so I'm not going to. And yeah, not too much masking to do, but you know, a couple of things. I think I'm gonna have to use my 7-inch disc on my electric sander because I don't have any more of these 180s. I thought I did, but you know, either I can't find them or you know, they're gone. So but it will make light work of everything, and then I'll just go back over with some Scotch-Brite. So I'm using 180 on the sandpaper on the sanders and stuff, and then to get in these crevices I'm using 80 grit Scotch-Brite. So I'll show you guys what I mean in a second once I get into the bed. I tried to set the camera up and it failed miserably. So anyways, I'm gonna continue to keep sanding and go as far as I can go. I gotta wait for the because I just ordered the spray handle for the gun, and so I gotta wait for that to get here anyway. So I'm not in a rush to get this all the way sanded down. I just need to get it done before the handle comes here, and I probably won't be able to spray until later this week because it's supposed to rain a couple of days. So I'll just keep sanding, taking my time, sanding it all the way down so it's not too stressful, trying to get it done all in one setting. And by the time the gun gets here and by the time I'm ready to be able to spray, all of that will be taken care of. So anyways, man, I'm gonna keep grinding. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do. I'm gonna go as far as I can. Y'all, we got the entire bed sanded down, the bottom of the bed I should say. I didn't get the sides yet. I'm about to start working on that. We'll go ahead and take this fifth wheel out of here. I was gonna see if some of my homies could come help, or one of my homies could come help, but you know what I mean, it's early in the morning and I'm trying to get this done. Kind of how I go around here, man. I be trying to get it done and don't really feel like calling nobody. Not that nobody would come and help me out or nothing like that, but you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't be able to get to it until later if somebody came. So I'm gonna just take it apart, and I'll probably back the truck up into the garage a little bit so I could just take it off and drop it onto the floor and move it around, you know what I mean, instead of trying to carry it, because this thing here, the bottom piece, is a beast. It's really heavy. So but yeah, we about to knock that out, man. I got everything scuffed up on the bottom. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit some of these like bare metal spots off with some self-etch primer. That way I don't re-rust these and have to re-sand them down and stuff, because there's quite a bit of areas. I was just gonna cover it up, but I think it'll make more sense just to hit them off with self-etch, and it'll be all right. Let the water do the work. Wash this out for me, and then I'll hit it with some wax and grease remover. I'll probably hit it with wax and grease remover before because I got to hit some of these spots off. And then after that, you know what I'm saying, the water will do the work to get some of these rocks out. Hopefully, we'll see. If not, then whatever. And then I'll start sanding all this stuff down, the sides, and then we'll start masking up. And we'll be ready for the bed liner to go in. All right, y'all, I had to pull the truck in the garage because that heat was, you know, kind of crazy. Sun beaming right down on me, but as you can see, I went ahead and manhandled the fifth wheel. I took it apart before I put it over there, but took that out. It was also easier because, you know what I'm saying, all I had to do was take it from right here to up under there and, you know, drop it down. So that wasn't too crazy of a deal. But as you can see, I got pretty much the entire bed sanded down. I still got a little bit more to go up on the top back here, and then I got to do this side, but I pretty much got all the back done, the bottom part done. I was thinking about it. I think I will go ahead and not do the self etch. You can see all the spots where there is either primer or metal. I'm not gonna do the self etch because that will require me to go ahead and clean the entire bed with some prep, and I don't really want to do that because I feel like I'm gonna do it and then I'm gonna have to do it again. I don't want to do it twice, if that makes sense. If I do it now just so I can cover up the metal spots, I'm gonna have to do it again because I'm not done sanding it down. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'll pull the Elko out and I'll put the truck over there. The truck should fit over there because there's a lot more space. I backed it up as far as I could, right up to the stairs, and I ran out of room, so it won't fit in here. I'm hoping it's not too wide. I don't think it's too wide, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the Elko where the truck currently is, put the truck over there where the Elko currently is, just switch them, and then after I switch them, we should be good to go. I'm gonna do that in the morning before it starts to rain, and then we should be able to attack the rest of this, get all the rest of this sanded down, and then I'll clean everything all up. And then after I clean everything all up, we'll go ahead and lay down the Raptor spray. I still gotta wait for the gun handle to come anyway. So, I mean, I'm not in a huge hurry to get this all the way done. It's just gonna expose more metal and, you know, potentially get me to like have to do more work if it does rain. I'm hoping it doesn't rain today. The clouds look like they could potentially produce some type of PM showers or something like that. I know it's definitely gonna rain tomorrow, so I'm trying to do the best that I can not to have it rain. I have to drive my truck today, so you know, it just is what it is. So let's hope that it doesn't rain. But anyways, y'all, like I said, we're almost to the point. We're about to lay down the Raptor bed liner, and pretty much what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to paint the or do the tailgate or the back of the truck in here on this side in this bay, because I'm gonna use the top of the garage door to kind of mask up the truck. So I'm attached plastic to the top of the garage door and down to the sides of the truck, down to the back of the truck, down to the sides of the truck. So it would only leave an opening out of the garage. So when I'm spraying, I'm not getting overspray on here. This, I'm definitely gonna just put on the street or something like that, or in the driveway, or far away from the, far away from this Raptor bed liner, but you know what I mean? This car should be okay. Like I said, I'm gonna mask up the whole entire garage and everything like that, and there shouldn't be any overspray out of the garage or out into the garage. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And you can see the car is super dusty. That's because I've been sanding on here, and I wasn't really trying to mask everything off and cover everything up, man. Like, I wasn't even supposed to be sanding in here, but it got too hot for me. So and we're almost done with the sanding, so I'm not really tripping. The car just get a wash. But anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna go ahead and get all of this done, and I'm at the end of the video. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to show you guys everything that I use to complete this job. It's super simple. It takes a little bit of elbow grease, but this is gonna save me like 350 bucks. If you don't really care about saving 350 bucks, cool, whatever, you know what I mean? But it's saving me about 350 bucks for the dealership to do it or not to do it or whatever. And I'm doing it myself. I can go ahead and get my windows tinted darker for that. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. Next is probably tint the windows a lot darker because you can see straight through and the windows are tinted. So I want probably like 5%. I don't want you to be able to see in the truck. So that's what we're gonna do. Only reason why I left them lighter is because my wife drives this and I don't want her not to be able to see at nighttime. So, but we gonna tint them all the way dark. We blacking this thing out. So let me go ahead and I guess continue moving forward, get all this done, mask everything up, and then we'll be ready to shoot. All right, y'all. It's a little hard to see, but because I'm standing in the back of the truck, it's raining outside, so I gotta, I had to pull it in because of all the bare metal spots. So I took off these tie downs so I can get all up under there. I'm gonna just mask this off. But what I've been doing for the areas that I can't get with the palm sander, I'm just taking some of the 180 grit that I have that goes on the palm sander, and I'm just getting in the crevices with it. All the angles, I'm trying to mask it or scuff it up really, really, really good. The better I scuff it up, the better it's gonna be adhesion wise for the bed liner. So it looks real ashy. That's exactly what I want. I want it to be real ashy. And after I clean it out, we'll see if we have any other bare spots. But I think we pretty good, man. We're almost there. I just gotta get underneath where I was, or where those tie downs were, and got a couple more crevices, and then I think we're scuffed up, ready to go. We could throw the prep on it, the metal prep stuff, and then clean this out, and then we'll mask it up. And I'll show you guys how I'm gonna mask it up. I'm just basically gonna mask off the back window, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna attach it to the garage on the outside, down to the bed on all sides except out of the garage. I'm gonna open the garage all the way, and we're gonna get the spraying. Shouldn't take too long to spray because it's literally just boom, 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 and we're good to go. Yeah, we get into it though, man. This big thing fit in this garage. I got the garage like over it because it's not all the way up because I have the air compressor and the motor in front of the truck. So I can't pull it all the way up, but it looks like this thing will fit in here, man. The fleet, the Elko I had to put on that side for a second, the Impala, and then we got this big thing up in here in the shop on this side. So anyways, man, let me go ahead and finish scuffing everything up. I'll get to cleaning it, and then we're ready to shoot. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to beat it before it rains. Currently, the truck is outside again. I went ahead and swept it out. Used the air compressor you can hear in the background to blow it out as well. So now I'm going to use some prep oil, some wax and grease remover to remove any grease and dust and whatever else might be left over. And then I'm gonna hit it with some self-etch primer for these metal spots. And after that, I'll pull it in. We can mask it off and then get the spraying. So we almost there, getting closer. Look like somebody graffitied my truck. So we got the self-etch primer all laid down. I just kind of covered up a lot of areas just because there are so many exposed areas because of the ridges on the bed. You know what I'm saying? Obviously when you're sanding down, if you crest the sandpaper or whatever you want to call it, it makes a burn through mark really easily. So there was a lot of burn through marks. So we pretty much got them all covered up. This is like splatter Not worried about it because it's gonna be heavy bed liner in here. Now we'll wait for this to dry and we'll mask it up, and we can finally see what this Raptor bed liner looks like. All right, y'all. So we are now at the point where we got everything masked off. I masked it at the top of the garage so that it doesn't overspray into everywhere. Not too concerned about the top, but whatever. Also threw paper in the screw holes so that I don't, so when I go to put the bolts back in, I don't have issues. Covered up all my fifth wheel holes, took the drain plug out everywhere, over there too. And then along the sides up front. So we are officially good to go. I masked up down here. I'm not too concerned about perfection. I think I'll be all right. It did rain while I was in the process of like laying down the primer. So that's why you see these little spots. I had to go over the bed with some Scotch-Brite again to get these up, because if I spray over them, it'll start to flake off, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, I think we're good, man. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with some prep, and last time with some prep, and then we'll be good to go, man. We'll be spraying right now, so let's do it. All right, y'all. I must say, it does look really good in there. So that's just the first coat. We're gonna go ahead and smack it with another coat here in a minute. And then, yeah, then right afterwards, I'm gonna just start trying to peel all the tape and stuff off, so I don't get no like hard tape lines where I shouldn't have them or whatever. Try to snatch everything off right away. And then, yeah, I think it looks pretty good, man. It's coming out pretty decent. I just needed, like I said, something in here to prevent my bed from scratching up. I think it looks pretty good. So we're gonna go ahead and let this dry. I see some areas I gotta hit off a little bit more, but you know, I did get some overspray down here on my bumper, but I went ahead and I went ahead and got it off before it dried, because once this stuff dries, man, it's gonna be a nightmare trying to get it off, especially on paint. So I went ahead and wiped that off with some prep. Came right off, so we're good there. And yeah, like I said, we're almost done, man. We're almost done. This has been about, I'll say about 30 minutes, 30 minutes since I laid it down. I see some areas I need to go back over, but yeah, for the most part, it's good. It's gonna add value to the truck. 130 bucks, 140 bucks. You can't beat it, man. You cannot beat it. So, yeah, like I said, I'm starting to see some areas that I kind of missed. So I'm gonna go back over it. And hopefully this plastic don't start messing up, man. There's like an overhang, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I need to keep it off of the stuff until it dries. So anyways, I might go ahead and tape that up, tape the excess up so it's out the way and doesn't interfere. But yeah, I see a couple of areas I still gotta get. Oh man, I missed that pretty good. I got this side pretty good, but yeah, there's some areas that I gotta get, and then once I get that, we'll be good to go. I'm not gonna lay the next coat as heavy, obviously, because I got good coverage, but I am gonna just go over the areas that I missed and continually go over the bed liner. All right, y'all, there you have it. There's a couple things that's like flaking onto it. I don't think it'll stick in there, but I'm not gonna try to get back up in here, because when I got in here after an hour, you can see like my footprints. So I probably should wait a little bit longer. The directions recommend an hour, but you know, like I said, you can see my footprints, so I covered them up. And then I unmasked everything. That's why this is like all ashy and need to be clean, because that's still the original topping for the bed or whatever. And then I unmasked that. Only things I haven't gotten to yet are like the ones where the fifth wheel are and the bolts. Just because I want it to dry thoroughly before I try to get back up in here, because this is the last coat that's going on. But I think it looked pretty good, man. Got my distinctions between, you know, the bed liner and the actual truck. You know what I mean? I made sure I got up under the hooks, because you can miss those up underneath because you can't see them really. And also, you can see my distinction between the bed liner and the actual top of the bed. I wanted that contrast a little bit so that, you know, it gave it a nice little touch. You know, everything's about touch. It's not perfect, but, you know, you wouldn't be able to tell. And once it dries, I think it'll be all good. I think it's just some wet spots, but it's not all the way dry. But I had to hurry up so that the wife could use the truck. Obviously, she's not putting nothing back here, but she does need to drive it. So, anywho, yeah, man, I think it turned out great. I'll wait till it dries, and then I'll, you know, talk about it after it dries. All right, y'all. So, there's the verdict. The sun kind of came out too, so, you know what I mean? But, man, I think it came out real nice. Yes, sir. I think it came out real nice. Like I said before, it was real scratched up. I had concrete back here last weekend, and it really kind of messed up the bed a lot. And, you know, obviously we're entering into where we're gonna start getting snow and weather and stuff like that. And I don't want the bed just rusting out and, you know, beyond repair. So I had to go ahead and take care of it. But it's a nice little touch, man. Nice little addition. I got up as far as I possibly could, and yeah, removed everything, got out underneath there. I think we're good, man. Some of the messed up spots, it looks like, you know, they're pretty solid. So, but I want to show you guys everything that I used for this project. So if y'all want to try it yourselves, y'all can. It didn't take me too long. It took me a few days, just because, you know, off and on. You could probably do this in an 8-hour setting if you wanted to, one day on the weekend. But yeah, I think it looks great. All right, y'all. So here's pretty much everything that I used to get this job done. Obviously, you gotta buy the kit. The kit didn't come with the gun, so I had to order the gun separately. So that's one thing. I have some self-etch primer, and I have some direct to metal primer. I ran out of this stuff, so I used this. Didn't try not to use too much of that, because, you know, it's not as good. Did use a palm sander or orbital sander, whatever you want to call it, and 180 scuff pads. And then also too, I used the 180 scuff pads and I folded them, as you guys saw in the video, and I did some of the corners that this couldn't get by hand. After I sanded everything down, I hit it with the prep ball, which is the wax and grease remover, clean all the dust. Actually, I swept it out first, then I took the air compressor over there and I blew it out, and then after that went in and hit it with the prep ball. Then I hit it the bare spots with the self-etch primer, and then I went ahead, prepped it again, and then I went ahead and applied it. So that's really pretty much everything that you need to get this job done, and it should be all right. All right, grind schoolers, that's gonna do it for this video, man. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I just wanted to lay down the bed liner, like I said, on my truck, because we're about to have weather, and I don't want the bed of my truck rusting out. I didn't have the dealership do it because I didn't feel like paying $500 to get it done. So I just decided, you know, do it at a later date and do it myself. It was about I would say $150, because the gun was $20. The kit was like $130 or something like that. So I did use all 4 bottles, but this is a 6.4 foot bed. So if you got a shorter bed, you might not use all the bottles, but they give you 4 of them. So it should cover you just fine. I'm sure if this was an 8-foot bed, it would cover that too. So maybe not. Maybe you need a little bit more for the 8-foot bed. But anyways, It looks great, man. It looks great. Great addition to the truck. I would say it adds value, you know, because I would much rather prefer buying a truck with the bed liner rather than without a bed liner. And that's kind of one of the things I always check for when I look at a truck. So, yeah, but anyways, let me know what y'all think, man. I think it turned out great. I think it looks great. It didn't take me too long. Like I said, I could have definitely did it in a day if I had a day that I could just focus on it and get it done during that day. But hey, you know what I mean? It wasn't too time consuming. I wasn't out here stressing about it. But yeah, now it's done. So anyways, man, do me a favor, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you get a notification every single time we drop another video. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate all the love and all the support from the bottom of my heart. And hey, always remember, work hard so you can live free.